Hey guys, this is Lauren Productions, aka Nonfolix73, and I am back in Where We Lay Our Scene Part 3, and I just realized something horrible right now. I realized that I've got, when I was like 12 or something like that, I had this awful habit of doing this. Doing the the peace sign. It's awful. And I've started doing it again, like ironically, and now it's not that ironic anymore. So that when I when I say goodbye to someone, instead of like waving, I do this, and it's like it's horrible, and I really want to stop. Anyway, yay, webcam video. So yeah, that's cool. I've had what I call unbelievably unproductive Sunday. Really, like, ugh. So yeah, I tried being a little more productive by recording a video for YouTube. I don't know what my hair is doing. It's acting bad again. It does that. And I have tea. Because you need that to function in society. Well, I do, anyway, to function just in general. Either way, this evening, I've got the biggest challenge so far in my short acting career. An erotic scene. That's an interesting way to start this video. I guess I did end on a bit of a cliffhanger there. Either way, let's go. Would you stop gawking at me and get into position? With him. I'm a grown man, not a 5-year-old. I'm a grown man, not a 5-year-old. Heh, was only admiring the sunset. Of course you were. Soon, he's supposed to push me up against the wall and, well, fun things happen. I have to admit, I've never been in this particular position before. Usually my partner and I are civilized enough to wait until we get home. Still, this is all fantasy scenario. I'll do my best and for the camera. Benvolio's used to taking care of other people, of keeping an eye on Romeo and trying to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. But now that there's someone around to take care of him, he's not used to it. He's excited, yeah, but scared too. I can relate to that a little. Oliver's been nowhere to be seen, of course. He's been obviously avoiding me the last few days. I don't get it. We're adults. Famous adults. People make stupid decisions when drunk is something that happens frequently for us. If only he'd talk to me, I'd tell him that I'm not bothered by it. If anything, it was nice to have someone else take the lead for a change. I realized that I'm so used to Oliver being around and him being the one to come on to me that I don't know what to do when he doesn't make the first move. That must suck for him. Like, come on, Christian. Like, if there's a mutual attraction, which I feel like there are, then should at least, like, I don't know, then you should also do something to make it work. I don't know where to put my teacup. It's like there's a mouse, and I can't make it work. Evening falls while I'm lost in thought and it's time to film. I try to keep my feelings as reference as I throw myself into the scene. Thank you for skipping that. I would rather avoid. Oh, yeah. Great job today, everyone. See you bright and early on Monday. Guess I'm a little more on edge than I thought worrying about Oliver. At least that made my acting better. But I can only act when I'm feeling the same. Can I only act when I'm feeling the same emotions as my character? That is hard. I feel I'm an amateur actor, so I don't know. But from the theater I've done, I feel like you can take like you can find somewhere in yourself where you can find the same emotion and recall it, and then use that. I don't want to go into a big discussion about acting, but in the latest role I did, which was Paris from Romeo and Juliet, I tried. His story is very much about being in love, so I took the feelings I have before and where I was in love, but also of, I guess, this weird uncertainty, because at one hand he's very happy because he gets to marry this lady, but on the other hand, even though he has no clue that she's in love with someone else, he can feel she is conflicted, that she's sad a lot of the time, and that makes him very sad, and of course big grief when he thinks she's dead. So yeah, either way, I took those feelings from places where I've felt them before, and then I thought, okay, what would I do if I was in his position? And not what would I feel? And then I try to, well, like, create emotions like that. That's what I do, either way. It takes a while to get into a role, though. It doesn't just come like that. This isn't acting. Then I'm just taking frustrations on my work. I sigh as I towel off my sweat and my hair. I sigh as I towel off my sweat and start walking back to my trailer, and then I notice a sudden offer on the fringes of the set. Oh, sad music. Oliver! He backpedals away as soon as he hears me. What the? Looks like your suitor's got cold feet. Don't make fun. Well, what are you waiting for? Go after him. Right. If I leave him to it, who knows if he'll ever talk to me again. If he's embarrassed, then I just have to chase him down and tell him it's okay. So I thought, but it ends up being a pretty short chase. Ugh. I catch up to Oliver in no time, and he's hunched over, wheezing and gasping. Why are you so athletic? I don't think I'm much more than athletic than the average person. Perhaps you're just out of shape. I do spend most of my time sitting at my computer. I'm laughing because I feel his pain more than I should. I went for a run like a couple of days ago and my legs haven't even stopped hurting yet. I realize that I'm still holding my towel and water bottle, so I hand him my water. He stares at it for half a second before taking it, chugging it down. So, will you stop being silly and talk to me? You're surprisingly calm. You're not cross with me? I don't know about either of those options, but I don't want to say this. I want to say this instead. I'm just shocked you'd run like that. It was like something out of your romance novels. What's next? I chase you across an airport? He smiles wryly at me. I hope it doesn't come to that. Bet the fans would love it. I stare at him, but he looks reluctant to talk. Can we stop the sinister music, please? A nearby cafe is still open, so the two of us sit down at a table. Hopefully this gives him time to calm down a little. There's some awkward silence until Oliver bows his head. I'm sorry for kissing you like that. It's alright, just lay out the whiskey next time, will you? I can't blame the alcohol, not really. What do you mean? Come on, I haven't exactly been subtle about my interest in you. Oh, really? I thought you were just a flirtatious person. Or you were just joking around? Oliver sighs deeply. No wonder you've been keeping me at an arm's length. No, I'm quite serious. I think I'm falling for you. And when I saw the scene you and Rainier were filming, You're the one who wrote that scene. Yeah, I know, but, I know I oughtn't be, but I was jealous. You get on well with your makeup artist. I heard you and two live together. And when I work up the nerve to apologize, you and Rainier are cozying up next to each other. You're being ridiculous. Raiola's my friend, Rainier and I were acting. Besides, you and I aren't. I know, so don't say it! I've never heard such a loud voice from such a small person. I keep staring at Oliver in shock for a few seconds. Look, I like you a lot, Oliver. If you're going to get upset of how I treat my closest friends and co-worker, I don't think anything between us will work out. Oliver clenches his fists on top of the tablecloth. I see. With that he rises and leaves. My eyes trail after him as he storms off, but this time I make no move to follow. Aww. Oh. Alright. Today for sure we're cleaning this place up. And by we, I mean you. I'm pretty sure these makeup brushes and eyeshadow palettes are yours. Now, let's not dwell on details. Though she says that, Viola ends up helping after a few hours, the place is clean. I get back from taking out the trash to see Viola sitting at the table reading a magazine. Anything interesting? Not really. The usual celebrity gossip and boring fashion trends. Still a little weird not seeing your face all over the place, though. I have been doing a lot of less modeling work lately. Blah blah. You're really going to be an actor, huh? I'd like to. That depends on whether I can get more roles after this. I'm rooting for you. Thanks, Viola. By the way, is that writer still avoiding you? I told Viola about what happened, of course. She's much better at handling this stuff than I am. Yeah, I haven't talked to him since last week. Everyone seeks reassurance from the people they love, you know. It's not like we're dating. He can't tell me what to do. Do you want to date him? Maybe. I like him, but I don't know. The answer isn't no, and shouldn't you start thinking about his feelings, or at least try to communicate your own feelings better? She gets up from her chair and walks over to me, then rests her hand on my shoulder. Think on it. Relationships are all about compromises. You have to make some too. Viola walks past me and opens the trailer door. Oh, speak of the devil. So I'm the devil now, huh? We'll have to see, won't we? So, you wanna come in? Yes. Oliver walks up to the trailer, but just hovers in the doorway. I just wanted to apologize again. I thought about it and I was being ridiculous, just like you said. Oliver, that's all I wish to say, so I'll just leave now. A menacing thunderclap bellows overhead, and moments later, why don't we talk things over? I don't think it'd be good for you to go out when it's raining that hard. Right. Convenience! Convenient thunderstorms! Oh man, it was like there was this huge thunderstorm at night. Well, huge or huge. But it's like, yeah, it was pretty big actually, because like the rain was just coming down and I had to go close my window because I sleep with the window open. And then I just walked in front of the window and then like a lightning came down and the entire sky just lit up for a second. And then like I counted to like 3 maybe, and then this gigantic rumble just went away and I'm like, shit. Like the world is ending now. That was a little terrifying. I'm not that afraid of thunder, but it's like this very big force, so it's a little scary sometimes. But it's also kind of nice. I don't know, it's, yeah, being inside in a thunderstorm is nice. Slowly, reluctantly, he sits down, and I go turn on the lights before taking a seat across from him. Sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, it's just... The last time we talked, you apologized, but then got mad at me again, so I think we should just put everything out there. I do like you, but I stand by what I said last week. You have every right to. You were right, and I knew it. The first time I met you, you were flanked by Beryl Ferrara, and I was one of the ones who chose you and Rainier for your roles. I knew what kind of scenes you'd be filming. It's just... He looks away. Lately I feel like nothing is within my control. My own writing career is is at the whim of my editors, my readers. I care for you, Christian. I let my temper get the better of me because I already laid low by my recent failures. I'm deeply ashamed by my ghastly behavior. Give yourself some credit. Not only are you a famous author, but you're becoming an accomplished screenwriter too. People work their entire lives to get to your level of failure. You've come so far. When you say it, I almost believe it. Come on, where's the Oliver Wong I've come to know? In your stories, the characters always overcome their problems and comes out on top. You just have to do the same. Life imitating art, is it? But he finally smiles again. You're right. It's not like me to be so down on myself. When I started out writing, I got rejection letters all the time. At some point, I just got used to success. But with every novel I wrote, the next one became harder to write. Where We Lay Our Scene was my first huge bestseller, and now I don't know. I want to keep writing, but I don't know where to go from here. The top one is ridiculous. I'm sorry. No matter how big of a fan base you have, no matter what, as an author, you write what you want to write. And that's it. Well, it's not like criticism is alright, like you can become better, but when it comes to what you're truly passionate about writing or doing anything about, really, you have to do what you want to. You cannot do what others want you to. It just doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. I'm very passionate about that. What do you want to write? Forget about your fans or your editor for a moment. What do you want to write? You mean for a passion project? I suppose so. You could write about anything and money wasn't an issue. What would you pick? I don't know. I've been looking at... It's been a long time since I thought about that sort of thing. Perhaps I need to take a sabbatical to sort myself out. Well, it's no trip, but how about going out with me next week after filming ends? Going out as in a date? If you'll have me, I'll still be here for a few days after filming for the movie is done. Of course! I'll sort out my feelings for Oliver once and for all too. We can't stay in this relationship limbo forever. Still, I hope the weather's better next week for a date. Indeed, I wouldn't want... it wouldn't do to be rained on while trying to enjoy each other's company, though I'm sure you'd look ravishing in a wet t-shirt. If you can make that kind of comment, then you must be feeling a little better. You know what? I think I am. Thanks to you. We continue to enjoy each other's company, even after the rain finally stops. That's cute. Ending ends with a lot of fanfare. The last several scenes we did were emotionally complex scenes that I wouldn't have been able to do when I started out. But I hung in there, and bit by bit I proved myself as an actor. Yesterday, after filming ended, even that grump Rainier complimented me. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. I'm laughing because I have to be careful not to burst into song. I literally can sing Bohemian Rhapsody from start to finish. And I'm proud. It's like a thing we have in my family. I don't know where it started. Like, I think it started when I started singing it, like, randomly, and my dad went like, I am proud to have you as a child. And then my little sister went in on it too, and now, like, we all, if that comes on the radio, we all just, like, sing it. And now when I hear the beginning of that song, every time I just want to go into full sing-along, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Hair. Why do people have hair? I hate to admit it, but credit is due where credit is due. He always says that. Your acting certainly is better than that wooden plank by the end. I'm going to count that as a compliment. You look happy. I am. I feel like I did a good job. Oh, and I'm sorry I can't see you off. Viola's decided to go back to school anyway. She's attending some seminar on special effects makeup to hone her craft. How many times are you going to apologize for that? Don't worry about it. It's not like the last time we'll see each other. Stop worrying about me and think about enjoying your date. I'll stop worrying about you when you stop worrying about me. And have a nice flight. I barely managed to say that last part before she's out of the door, waving enthusiastically over her shoulder without a care. Anyway, I already have some film auditions lined up for the weeks ahead. I may be a famous model, but as an actor, I'm starting from almost from the very bottom. I've got to work hard to make a name for myself in this new world. I'll pick up a stapled packet off the table with some lines and motions to be memorized and read through while I wait for Oliver. We've already agreed to meet today, but I have some time, so I'll try to go through some of this material first. Anyone home? Oh, hey! I knocked, but it seems like you were engrossed in something. Yeah, I was just reading. I weave my audition packet before setting it down. Might be time for a break? Ready to go? I nod and we head out. So, how does it feel now that filming's over? It's a little empty. It's actually hard not to be busy all the time. I don't know what to do with all of this free time. I can understand that. I always have to be moving too. You know, before I made it as a writer, I worked waiting tables. I'm not used to a lot of downtime. I squinted at him, trying to find the waiter within this confident, accomplished author with his hipster fashion. I can't imagine it. I'm serious. I waited table all through uni and then some. Not my best years, but it's giving me some perspective at the very least. So it's true that people have to suffer to make art. I don't know if I'd go as far as suffering, but I for one don't know any happy writers. Source knowledge. They who know the most must mourn the deepest o'er the fatal truth. The tree of knowledge is not that of life. So spoke Lord Brian anyway. What is it? Why are you staring at me like that? All this time I think I've misjudged you. I thought you were just a cute face who could string some words together. You're way cooler than I thought. You've actually got some depth. Am I mistaken, or did you say something very offensive rather casually? What I mean is, given how to carry yourself, I never would have guessed you used to be a waiter for years. Fake it till you make it. Being a gay Chinese man in Great Britain isn't much fun, let alone with a literature degree. You must have struggled to get where you are now, surely. True, I mean I was lucky. I'm the right height, have clear skin, and I've never been camera shy. Of course, I've went through years of not eating probably and being surrounded by co-workers who hated me and wished for me to fail. And you can't get to the top without pleasing some of the right people, but this is what I wanted and I went for it. I don't have any regrets. You're so strong. So are you. It's been a while since I've talked about this sort of thing with anyone other than Viola. Well, but it's easy to open up to Oliver. He makes it clear that he's really listening. He really cares. Honestly, I think that our attraction to each other was pretty superficial at first, but it's like we're building a deeper connection, little by little. After walking around the park and spending the day together, we go to Boulangerie for dinner. Cheers to be done with filming. Cheers. We down our wine glasses. I'm not sure drinking is a great idea considering what happened last time, but you only live once, eh? No. The shot glasses pile up on the side of our table before long. Stupid. I just admire you so much, Christian. I thought this before too, but you really can't hold your liquor, can you? Really, I mean it. Are you listening to me? Oliver slumps down, stretching his limbs and torso across the table as he sinks into his seat. My eye was drawn to you whenever I spotted you in a magazine, but where we lay our scene has taught me so much about you. So much more to admire. Oh wow, you're making me blush. You look so unimpressed. I really adore that expression, actually. You're already so established as a model, but you're acting your all. It takes grit to change careers this late in the game. I don't know about grit, but some people will call me flighty. No, trust me, it's grit. You give me courage. I wonder if I might be something other than a writer one day. Well, at one point, I can't picture it, but you know what? Try new things, if it is. You never know what you might be good at. Maybe you have an innate basket weaver. Well, I sincerely doubt that. But you're right, I can't chase the past forever. Oh. While gesturing, Oliver accidentally spills wine on his shirt. Bollocks, I like this shirt. We could go back to my chair and wash it. I'm sure Viola has some stain remover stashed away. Alright. Oops, his mood took an obvious turn. It's because I mentioned Viola. Oliver says nothing as and as we leave the restaurant after splitting the bill. I found some detergent. Toss me your shirt. I'll take care of it. He complies but looks sulky as he stands beside me. I can clean it myself, you know. I don't trust you to make a mess. You're still drunk. I am not. That's always what drunk people say. He doesn't reply to that, but just make an offended noise. I drop Oliver's shirt in the sink after filling it with water and soap, just to have it soak for a little while. Viola's not around. She left this morning. She's going to be studying makeup artistry somewhere, so I probably won't see her for a while. You don't seem too worried. Why would we be worried? She's going to be fine. I mean, you two are so close. Whenever I saw you together, it was like nothing could come in between you. That's the impression I had. We're good friends. We were there for each other during rough times in both of our careers. That's it, no more, no less. I'm not going to tell her where she can and can't go or get upset over her leaving. We don't have that kind of relationship. I mean, I wouldn't do that to anyone, whether a friend, a significant other, or anything else. I see. Have some confidence. I don't tend to ask people out if I'm not interested. I like you more than you think. Christian. He gently tugs on my arm, and when I turn, he grabs my shirt and pulls me down for a kiss. Sorry, I'm just happy. I can't promise that I'll never be jealous again, but I trust you. I want to make things work. I don't know if I like that we keep doing this sort of thing when you're drunk. I'm not so drunk that I won't remember this in the morning. I'll hold you on to that. I kiss him back, and this time he doesn't run away. And as the sun completely sets and the moon rises, we share each other's warmth and pass the night together. Nah, that's adorable. A few weeks after that, I suddenly get a text from Oliver that just says, "Going on a journey, don't look for me." What is this? A movie? Who does this in real life? But I figure he has a good, probably rightly reason for it all, so I just leave him be. A few years later, I receive another text message. Why aren't you looking for me? That's probably my cue to respond, so I finally do so that evening. I get to talk to him when he calls. What's that all about? I meant what I said. I'm going on a journey. Is that so? Where are you now? Shanghai. I've been traveling around China, but I got here last night. What have you been doing all the way over there? Just a bit of soul searching, you could say. I always write a romance novel. Identifying as a gay man is important to me, but I wanted to look at my heritage too. You inspired me to try something different. That's why you're in China? Research? Something like that. My parents talk about China a lot, but I've never been. You know, I can barely even speak Mandarin. You must be having the time of your life then. It's a little trying. I feel like an outsider in my own homeland. Well, I think your homeland is wherever you feel most at home. I'll have to come back to you soon then, my dear homeland. Don't ever say that again, please. Right. thought that was funny. Anyway, it's raining here, but I hope you're safe and dry over there. It's incredibly dull. I wish it would rain. I'm starting to miss good old England. It's kind of amazing that we can talk like this now. I was so guarded with him when we first met. We haven't gotten to the stage yet where we're revealing our innermost secrets to each other, but at least we can talk. Oliver eventually gets his new book published, A Bittersweet Tale of Two Lovers Separated During the Cultural Revolution in China. It's his first novel that doesn't feature a gay couple. He doesn't come out and say it, but I think it's based partially on his parents. The book isn't a runaway bestseller, but I think it's the best one he's ever written. It develops a loyal, though niche following. Some time later, we both clink our wine glasses together, celebrating his latest novel being published. I didn't really think about what my fans would want to read when I wrote my last novel. It was liberating in a way. I couldn't put it down. I think it was amazing. Word of mouth will do well for it, I'm sure. Thank you, Christian, even if it doesn't. I think I told the story I wanted to tell. I'm happy with that. I've definitely grown as a writer. I learned so much while I was in China. At times there was a lot to take in. I heard of a non-fiction writer who committed suicide after learning too much about the atrocities that occurred in our country. I was worried I'd turn out like that too some days. That stuff depresses you. There's a lot of evil in the world. I'd take his hand in mine and under the table. There's good in the world too. Of course. Gives my hand a gentle squeeze. Just as Oliver has been growing as a writer, I've been growing as an actor too. My performance in Where We Lay Our Scene was received well, and I've been able to land a few more roles since then. Nothing big yet, but I'm just happy for the chance to practice and hone my skills right now. I still have modeling to fall back on in the meantime. I'm lucky to be able to do both. I won't waste my opportunities. I hope the next time we have a celebratory supper like this, it's to celebrate a new starring role for you. I think Rainier will be pretty unhappy with me if I land one too soon. Oh, I doubt he cares anymore. He's doing very well by himself. I'll have to do my best to catch up. You know, from time to time he sends me messages to gloat. Didn't know he had your number. Should I be jealous? Please, you're the only one I care for. Besides, you need me. You'd be so sad without me. Just because I send you a few clingy texts, you'll never let me live that down, will you? Nope. I feel a gentle warmth and realize that it's satisfaction. There's so much that life has to offer for both of us. I'm looking forward to the day we go on a journey together. Journey home. Aww. That was really great. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, as you can see, I've played a couple of Roots. I've played Rainiers and Violas in the spare time. And, well, yeah, I got the normal ending. But this was absolutely my favorite. Like, holy shit. This was definitely my favorite, yeah. Because, like, Rainiers just kind of pissed me off. I thought I'd come to like him, but I don't know, he was just too judgmental. Like, I know, like, both Christian and him had flaws, and I don't mind flawed characters at all. Like, you see, Oliver had flaws too. He was, like, well, yeah, he had the jealousy problems, but also all kinds of other things. But I just feel like Rainier was really annoying, honestly. I just didn't enjoy his route that much, and I didn't feel that the chemistry between him and Christian worked that well. Viola's route was really sweet. I really liked it. I thought it was very cute, and yeah, it was very nice. But this one just, maybe it's because I'm a writer too, I don't know, but it's just, it was so, like, it was very, very nice. It gave just, like, especially the ending gave off such a, like, hopeful feeling, and I don't know, as an author, I believe in hopeful endings, not happy endings, I guess. No, happy endings are nice, but hopeful endings are my favorite kind. And I just feel like is a very, very, very nice game. I really liked it. Like before, I was like, oh, this is very nice. There's a lot of like good things about this game and enjoyable. But in Oliver's Route, I just kind of lost myself, and like the entire atmosphere of this game is done very well. And something I put so much weight on is atmosphere. I don't know. Yeah, I do. Atmosphere is probably the most important thing, and the atmosphere of this game was so comfortable and nice, and the whole, like, the way the music played with, like, the backgrounds and scenery and characters and expressions, it was very nice. I adore this art style, I really do, and the writing is very nice and fluent. There were a couple of typos, but was to be expected from a Nano game. Is it worth $5? Yeah, I would say so. I would say it is. Oliver's Route was definitely my favorite. Well, I haven't played the last Route, but I'm probably not gonna either. It's definitely worth it, especially for Viola's Route. I feel like that's a very good route. Yes, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little three-parter where we lay our scenes. I should go eat dinner. It's a little late. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time in a game where you probably have been expecting. This was all of the NaNoRenO games, and it took such a long time to finish it. I suck, but I'll do faster next time, I swear. But this was a very good NaNoRenO. There were so many good games. Actually, yeah. Either way, this was fun. Until I'm a little dirt poor. I'm a little dirt poor lately, so hopefully I'll soon be able to buy the game I'm planning on playing. Until then, I'll probably maybe upload some of those pre-recorded GGN videos. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. It was nice chatting, hanging. We didn't really just talk, but you know. It was nice hanging with you guys. I always enjoy that. And I will see you in whatever I make. And I think that's it.